This episode of Inside High School Sports is brought to you by Genesee Community College. Are you looking to kickstart your career in health and physical education? Look no further than GCC. Whether you dream of careers in teaching, coaching, personal training, or sports management, GCC has the programs to prepare you for jobs that are in high demand. Take advantage of a high-quality curriculum, excellent faculty, experiential learning, and great facilities. Join them at GCC and be the game changer you've always wanted to be. To learn more, visit www.genesee.edu/physed. All right, here with the Pembroke football team, defending state champions in 8-man. Coach Brandon Ricci. Coach, why don't you give us a season overview? How have things gone for you guys? Obviously, an unbeaten start, haven't faced many tough tests yet. But from your perspective, how have things gone for your group?
Yeah, we're off to a great start. We've put in a lot of hard work in the off season in the weight room. Guys are bought in and committed to the culture that we're selling, and we've been able to execute. We've been pretty blessed to have put together some pretty good games and off to a good 5-0 start.
Now, Tyson, big story has been your rushing ability the last 2 years, but why don't you talk about some of these big guys that have cleared the way for you? What have they done that's allowed you to operate and flourish the way that you have the last 2 seasons?
Yeah, definitely the lineman up front. I mean, that's where it all starts with, as well as Caleb Falski, my fullback. I mean, they clear the way every game. I mean, they make my job very easy.
Now, how about defensively? What's been your guys' spark defensively? If you were to identify one strength of your team on the defensive side of the ball, whether it be up front in the secondary, what has propelled you guys to such a dominant effort on that side of the ball through 5 weeks?
I think our front line for defense is really good. And then if they somehow get through that, we got our linebackers that can come in and clean it up if we need them.
Now, you big boys up front, you got a good runner behind you. Knowing that you have such a capable back, is there any pressure on you guys to make sure you do your 111th and clear the way and make sure he has room to run?
Nah, because we just work out during the summer and off seasons. And we just push and make a big hole for our running back and fullback for Tyson Totten, Falski, and it just makes it easy.
Now, you guys are about to hit the weight room today. How big has that been? I mean, you look at you four here, pretty big boys. How critical is your off-season work, your off-season weight training, and even weight training in season? How critical has that been to your guys' overall development as a group?
Oh, it's very critical. I think that the weight room's helped us a whole lot these past few years with us getting stronger and better than opponents, and with us lifting during the season too. It's helping us keep our strength and keep getting better while people are getting slower.
Now, last year you guys, I wouldn't say came out of nowhere, but you win that state title and you really assert yourselves as a dominant force in 8-man football year after year, and with that state title you really took that up to another level. Entering this season, did you feel any increased target on your guys' back, or what was the mentality from your team entering this season, knowing how much you accomplished the year prior?
Yeah, you can tell that there was a big change, like a big target on our backs from all the other teams trying to take out the big dog on field. But it's all about for us keeping complacent and not taking a team for granted and just making sure we run through people that we always do.
Now, how have you guys developed that physical mentality, that aggressive mentality that served you so well? Coach obviously preaches that to you guys to play relentless football, and you guys have really produced that on the field. What allows you guys to be so relentless game in and game out?
We just practice really hard and we just keep up the good work and just get points and 5-0.
Now, moving forward, like I said, you haven't faced many tough tests, but as you move further into sectionals and beyond sectionals, you're sure to probably run into some adversity here. How do you think that you guys can overcome that adversity, and what do you fall back on when moments get tough, whether it be throughout practice, in the weight room? What do you guys say amongst each other to encourage one another and get through those tough moments?
I think we just encourage everyone the best that we can and let Tyson do his job and block for him up front.
Now, Tyson, I asked a couple of these guys about some pressure coming into this season, knowing all you accomplished last year individually. Did you feel any pressure to maybe outperform your performance from last year, or just what was your mentality entering this season, knowing the numbers you put up last year?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think there's that much pressure. I mean, obviously the end of the goal is to win the sectional title and hopefully keep on going. So those are the main goals. Beating those stats, I mean, that's just like doesn't mean as much to me, honestly, and just making sure we're winning game in and game out.
Now, it's not only on the offensive side of the ball that you've been contributing. You're obviously a stalwart defensively. How much pride do you take in that side of the ball as well?
Yeah, of course. I mean, our defensive coaches, Coach Johnson and Foster, we always preach on having like being stout in defense and being aggressive and flying around. And it's definitely good that our teams, we've gotten up to a good start this season and been shutting teams down. That's it.
Now, moving forward, who do you view as some of your top competition as you move forward into the sectional tournament in a few weeks, and then maybe even beyond that if you guys have looked that far yet?
I mean, our homecoming matchup this week, Algate Limestone, they'll be a good test for us. Hopefully we can keep it rolling there. And then some of the teams we played before, like Calmon, Red Jacket, Bolivar, still think they might be tougher tests once we get to the sectionals.
Now, you talk about it being more than just football for you guys. This is a small community, 8-man football. You're a standalone program. How much pride do you take in that fact?
Yeah, no, immense pride. So I got, a little 6-year-old that plays on our PYA Dragons, and the fact that we have a Dragon on our football on Friday night, it means a lot to our community. One of the things we did this season was get every all-league guy going back to the 50s painted in our locker room, thanks to 52-year retired teacher, Mr. Kennel, who gave us his yearbooks, and we've invited a lot of those guys in to be our guest speakers. As a former history teacher, history guy myself, it's important that these guys know the good men that have come before them to lay the groundwork. And like our guest speaker last week, it is a privilege to play this game, and some communities, don't have that privilege anymore. So we're super, super excited that on Friday nights our communities get to come together and cheer on our boys out there on the field.
This episode of Inside High School Sports is brought to you by Genesee Community College. Are you looking to kickstart your career in health and physical education? Look no further than GCC. Whether you dream of careers in teaching, coaching, personal training, or sports management, GCC has the programs to prepare you for jobs that are in high demand. Take advantage of a high-quality curriculum, excellent faculty, experiential learning, and great facilities. Join them at GCC and be the game changer you've always wanted to be. To learn more, visit www.genesee.edu/physed.